Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. In today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations, we're going to be checking out this really awesome Bmx Trick Bike that I have built for you. This thing is absolutely fun to ride around. It can do all sorts of tricks and things, and of course, I have built the perfect tile for it. Right here, guys, we have this beautiful BMX park that you can use to ride around and have loads of fun with this BMX bike. So, I'm going to show you guys the bike, how it works, and the little details about it, and then we'll kind of do a tour of the park as well, and of course, we're going to be busting some moves, so let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing I want to mention about this bike is just how happy I am with the overall design of it. Just look at how simplistic it is. It took me quite a bit of time to actually just build the design and the aesthetic look of the bike, not to count all of the time that it took to actually make it trick-worthy. So this does look extremely simple. There's hardly anything truly involved, but this kind of continues on from a series of builds that I have done that use the invisible mod pack. So this here is the Bmx Trick Bike. I have made a set of skis. I have also made a really cool snowboard that uses the same design principles as this bike. So it kind of looks really normal, but if I bring up the connection tool, you'll actually see there is a whole bunch of random stuff. Now, I'll explain in detail further in the video what is going on here after we have a chance to play around with the bike, so you can have an idea of what is actually happening behind the scenes. But like I said, this bike looks absolutely fantastic. Now, we have a seat right here, guys. This little block right here, that is your driver's seat. And there we go. You now sit right on top of the seat. Now, okay, I can't reach the handlebars. The handlebars are way too far, but that is okay. We can still turn that front wheel. Now, you'll see down below we have some buttons and a single switch. Now, the buttons are used for some of the tricks. Now, I can press the 1 key, and that will pop your front wheel up. And, of course, the 2 key is going to pop your back wheel up, so you can do wheelies and all sorts of cool stuff like that. And the 3 key and the 4 key actually spin you from side to side. Now, you can kind of see it right here. We are slowly spinning to the left and to the right there. Now, that is mainly used when you're actually mid-air. Now, the 5 key is actually used to push the bike down to the ground, because I found that if you try and go down these ramps like this right here, you can see, I'll show you guys an example actually. If I try and just go down it nice and easily, look at that, we just kind of tumble our way to the bottom, and that is no fun whatsoever. So I have the 5 key used as downward thrust, so that way the BMX bike will actually stick to the ground. But look at this, guys. This thing does turn very easily. It doesn't really tip over too much, and you'll see why in further detail there once we reveal the invisible mods. But if I press the 5 key, you can see we'll actually stick to it and actually get up on top of the ramps and stuff like that. So now you can, of course, just use it without doing that, and you won't go up and over the edge. You'll actually just kind of do it like the half pipe here. Now, I'll show you guys, though, if I press the 5 key, we will drop down like this, and there you go. You can see the bike actually stuck to the thing, which is really nice. And the 5 key, of course, will push us up and over like that. Now, if we do actually want to use the half pipe, like a real half pipe, all we have to do is line up. We'll press the 5 key to drop in just like this, and then we'll turn the 5 key off. Now, look at this, guys. Now, we can actually use the mid-air controls like that. And okay, so it actually takes some skill. I've been practicing a little bit inside of this little BMX park, and I gotta say, guys, it's loads of fun, though. There are so many different things we can do here. Let's try and do nice little backflip again. Oh, perfect. Look at that. This thing is so much fun. Alright, so let's try and use this little half or quarter pipe right here. Uh-oh, I went too far. So this entire BMX park is actually made in the tile editor, of course, and it is pretty funny, actually. I am using, like, city streets and stuff like that, so it's kind of unfortunate. I thought there might have been a curved section that didn't have the curb on the side, or, like, this little sidewalk thing right here, but unfortunately, they all have them. So there is a little bump here. You can actually see there's a little bit of a bump right here that you can actually feel, especially when you're on the bike. So sometimes it'll really throw your bike off. Other times, you won't really notice it too much. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I did, in the end, get to paint them a really nice color, actually. So I think this BMX park looks absolutely fantastic. So another really awesome asset that was part of the entire street pack was this extremely epic curve. Just look at this curve, guys. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I have to throw this curve in here as well. So it really ended up working out perfectly as, like, a track. So if you wanted to even have, like, bicycle races, you can actually go around the entire section, and this is just such a smooth, natural turn. It looks absolutely fantastic, and, oh, geez, I almost went off the side there. And it just loops around just like that, and then you're back in the park again. Now, over here, we have an awesome drop-in zone, so I'm gonna ride all the way up to the top here. Now, here we go. This is the place to be. Let's see if we can't maybe turn around here and maybe go on a little jump here. Now, I put some rails on this thing. I really don't think I'm ever gonna hit the actual rail. I mean, okay, I just hit the rail right there, but I'm pretty sure that it would be pretty much impossible to actually jump on the rails. And I did mention that you can press the 1 key to bring your nose up and the 2 key to bring your back wheel up, just like that. But now if you press them kind of in a sequence, you can actually see we get a little bit of a bunny hop just like that. So I was trying to use it. It's kind of difficult though, so why don't we just try. We're gonna try our best here to hit this rail. This is probably my favorite section in the entire park right here, is this really high up rail. Now, I can pretty much guarantee that we're not gonna successfully grind this rail, but you know what, guys? It's worth a shot. So here we go, we're gonna try this out. Oh boy, this is not happening. So as much as I don't think it's gonna happen, I still think it's worth another shot. So why don't we try this out here? We're gonna line up. Do the thing. Nope. Alright, let's see if we can't do this from a little bit closer here. And I'm gonna try and actually go down this and then land on the rail. Nope. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't roll whatsoever. I don't think I could actually land this rail any better than that. But unfortunately, the way the physics works and friction in this game, it's pretty sticky, unfortunately. Alright, so let's see if we can't do like a pretty sweet 360 here or something like that. Oh, yeah, that wasn't too bad. No, okay, that wasn't that good. All right, here we go. 360, attempt number 2. Come on, we got this. Just like that. Do the 360, land on the wheels. Oh, okay, we did it. You know what? We just kind of continue the spin on the ground there, but that is okay. All right, let's see what kind of other tricks we can do here. Let's do a little transition. Nope. So one thing I've been really trying to do, actually, is a transition between this vert ramp right here and the one on the other side. Can we do it? Oh, so close. It was like a bit of a stall there. So I would definitely say that the half pipe is the section that is the most fun in the BMX park here, guys. So let's try our best and see how many times I can go from ramp to ramp. This is probably the hardest thing, guys. It takes so much practice and consistency. It's ridiculous. All right, there's ramp number 1. You know what? Wasn't smooth, but I'm going to take it. We'll go up this side here. And that's another one. Okay, not bad. This is the best I've probably ever done. Ramp it here. No. Ah, geez. That was... Okay, you know what? No, I'm still on 2 wheels. I don't care. I'm going to keep going. All right, up this side. Slam the back wheel. Oh, that was pretty smooth. And this one's even higher. Oh, nope. And I caught the lip there. All right, so that wasn't too bad, actually. So, you're probably wondering, what does this thing actually look like with the visible mod on, guys? So I'm going to leave this. We're going to load back in, and you're going to actually see what's going on. And here it is. Now, this probably doesn't look like what you were expecting. Now, I will mention that I tried various methods of stability on this bike. So I use suspension glitch, which seems to be very broken in this stage of Scrap Mechanic. I also tried just like general thruster balancing with sensors as well. And none of them were actually working, and when you're trying to go across these various heights and ramps and stuff like that, it was just not a reliable method. So what I ended up doing, actually, is you can't quite see it here because the wheels don't load, but if I bring up my lift here, you can actually see the invisible wheels here. So the invisible wheels on either side, those are what are giving you that added stability so that you're not always tipping over. Now, it does definitely hinder your ability to travel through the BMX park because you kind of stick out way further on the sides than you expect to. But nonetheless, I still think it's very, very good, and it still works pretty well, especially with the fact that you can hide everything. And now up here, you can also see that there are all sorts of thrusters. So why don't we just hop into the seat here? And this is what it looks like. Now, it looks absolutely ridiculous, doesn't it? This is just a ridiculous build, but obviously it does make sense when you're using the invisible mod. So I'm going to mention another thing, actually, which is that the tile editor sometimes causes a lot of issues with your builds, guys. So as you can see, some of these assets didn't actually load. Once I reloaded the world, everything is just kind of invisible. There might be some parts here and there that are actually still in the game, but right now it looks like there's pretty much nothing, which is really annoying. But if this ever happens to you, I think I found a solution, guys, and it could be as simple as this. If you just load the game back in again, just like so, fingers crossed, usually that will actually fix the problem. And look at that, guys. I closed the world and reloaded it again, and it seems like, yep, there we go. The assets are back in. Wow, look at that. That was the best transition I've ever done. And of course, I had to do it with all of this stuff hanging off, but that was mint. So that is going to be the video for today, guys. If you do want to try this BMX bike out as well as the BMX park, then check it out on my Steam workshop. There will be a link in the description. So guys, if you did enjoy this build or the video, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to tune in for more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then perhaps consider subscribing to the channel and maybe even turning on notifications so you can get the latest and the greatest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And I'll be seeing you in the next one, so bye for now.